back to Camera Lab. Larry Lytle here with my intrepid cameraman and animator, Michael. Today we're talking about the third the third leg on the stool of exposure. That metaphor went crazy. Of exposure, and it's ISO, which is International Standardization Organization, which now you know why they call it ISO. Anyway, how did that come about? It used to be actually called ASA, which was a number they assigned to film that graded its sensitivity to light, so photographers would know if they were using a film like this T-Max P3200 film that was really sensitive to light, ultra sensitive, or a much slower film like this 100 color Kodak film Porträge. These are ancient artifacts that are in my temple of archaeology, of photography. This is also a tungsten film, which I'm going to get into when we get to white balance and why does this matter to have the ISO 100T. And then in the middle, you've got your ISO 400 film. And they had a variety, and at a certain point they made films that had a lot of latitude in terms of their ability to take light and still get at different illuminations and still get a good picture. So they translated that when they built digital cameras. They translated those numbers into the digital camera. And as I showed you on the button, this Canon camera, the ISO button is here. And when I push it, it allows me to get the different ISOs, and Michael's going to put those numbers right behind me here so you can see them. The easiest thing to remember is that the larger the number, the more sensitive the sensor becomes to light, and the smaller the number, 100 for example, the less sensitive it is to light. So that means that on a bright sunny day you can go out and shoot at ISO 100 and still have a lot of latitude for your f-stop and shutter speed. But if you're in a darker room, you'll want to go to 3200 because that will give more power to the sensor to make it more sensitive to light and mimic a 3200 ISO that you would use on film. One of the deficits of that, as I have probably already discussed in class, is that as the ISO goes up, depending on the expensive nature of your camera, if you have a really expensive camera, it becomes less of an issue because the software mitigates what's called noise, which are all those dots you see in the black area, red, green, or RGB, yes, red, green, blue dots that you will see in the dark areas of your picture, and the software smooths those out. And they're just building sensors that are more sensitive. So that's one thing to take into consideration, but that's really it. But the manipulation of your f-stop, your shutter speed, and your ISO, these three things, why am I making a ball shape? I don't know. But those three things are what helps you create your exposure to get a good, beautiful picture. Thanks.